Everybody knows it. Michael Jackson is one of the most famous celebrities, not just of the 80s, but of all time. His albums were absolute bestsellers, selling over 350 million records worldwide. There's pretty much nothing to go wrong about with him. He is the king of pop. Not only was he well known in his music videos, he also made a feature film, if you could really call it that, titled Moonwalker. Really, it's a bunch of short films and music videos to express the influence of fandom and innocence. This is the kind of stuff you could just watch on MTV and it wouldn't make a difference. It's a shame, because the opening actually looks very promising. It's a concert where Michael Jackson performs one of my favorite songs by this artist, Man in the Mirror. You watch that for a little while. Then you see all sorts of music videos and animations and all sorts of weird stuff that's supposed to display the success of MJ. I'm not kidding. While watching this film, the same question continually appeared on my mind. When is the movie going to start for real? The film's runtime is 92 minutes, and 32 minutes in is when the Speed Demon segment ends, but then the Leave Me Alone segment starts. This reflects the point in his life where supermarket tabloids about him were appearing all over, and he can't seem to handle all the press coverage. Okay, before I get too ahead of myself, let me break down the segments. There's the opening, like I mentioned before. Then there's a bunch of music videos that date back to his early years in the Jackson 5 until the Bad World Tour. You like to watch music videos? You don't really have to pay a ticket to the theater if you want to watch it. If you have a TV, just tune into MTV and hope you see a Michael Jackson music video, or at least wait for one. If you're living in the modern world, there's no real reason to watch the movie since you could just YouTube search for music videos. Then again, there's the short film titled Badder, which is pretty much the music video for Bad's title song, except it's with children. But then again, not really worth it. The Speed Demon segment is where things get really confusing. We get a whole bunch of stop motion. Is this where a lot of the budget went? In this segment, a bunch of fans are chasing Michael Jackson for an autograph and he's getting away from them. The stop motion shows its age, and it gets worse when the chase gets taken in real streets. You know how in the modern day there are films that have too much CG? This is an example of a film with too much stop motion. This would probably be okay for a music video, but this is a short film compiled into an anthology film. Then it fades to the Leave Me Alone segment where it really shoves the music video stick up your butt. Then the longest segment of the whole film, the Smooth Criminal segment. Up until this point, you didn't really feel like you were watching a movie. This is the closest you could ever really get to a plot. In this one, Michael Jackson was out in the meadow playing with children along with a dog. The dog runs into the woods, and Michael and one of the children, Katie, go look for him, stumbling upon a secret hideout where a drug lord, played by Joe Pesci, has the goal of getting every kid in the world hooked on drugs. I guess that explains how this film got made. So now, Pesci has his mobsters out to ambush Michael with machine gun fire, and they also make those kids that Michael was with their first drug targets. The first part of the segment is a chase, where Michael is outmaneuvering the mobsters. There's not really much to it. He's just running and running and running. Very exciting. An element it introduces are what's called lucky stars. Michael wishes upon one and he can accomplish anything. To escape the mobsters, the star turns Michael into a car that gives me Back to the Future vibes. I don't know, maybe I just have Back to the Future on the brain because that's what I'd rather be watching. If there's one thing that's worthwhile about this whole segment, it's that we get the Smooth Criminal music video. We could just watch this on MTV, but paying money to watch it in the theater? Sure. Unfortunately, this is the best part of the whole film. Could that be because music videos are part of what made him famous to begin with? While we're having fun with Smooth Criminal, the kids are being captured by the mobsters, and soon Michael remembers, "Oh yeah, I'm in a movie. I gotta protect those kids." I don't really know what else to say about this movie. There's no focus on any plot, it's boring, it's mostly just music videos that you could just watch on TV, and I have no idea what the heck I'm supposed to be watching. I could accept if this was released on VHS and it was labeled as a compilation tape of music videos and short films, but this was given a theatrical release. I don't know how to describe this film. The only good part about it was the Smooth Criminal music video. Other music videos that appear in earlier segments don't count, as it's just part of the music videos and not the whole thing. I don't know, maybe anthology films are just not my thing. It's not absolutely torturous like Kangaroo Jack or Felix the Cat the movie, and I still love Michael Jackson, but he really should have just stuck to music videos.